By the 1970s, local TV was booming, and WHP, or as you know us now, CBS 21, was a growing part of the Harrisburg area. In 1972, Verna Edmonds became the first African-American female news reporter in Central PA.
Exactly what is the aim of the League of Women Voters prior to the election?
I think for the first 2 years, I was the only African-American reporter here in Central Pennsylvania. And then afterwards, the other stations started picking up.
By 1974, the owners of the Telegraph building decided to sell, forcing WHP to find a new location. At that time, many residents and businesses were leaving cities like Harrisburg due to rising crime. WHP had a choice to make: stay in Harrisburg or leave for their surrounding suburbs.
You know, it takes a bit of dedication. It takes a pretty good measure of love and affection. It takes an awful lot of imagination, and then a great big heaping dose of guts to do just that: stay in the city.
The new location opened to fanfare on Sunday, October 12, 1975, the building we're still in today. The station not only had more space and brand new equipment.
It was different because it was so new, and seeing all of the new equipment, and it was really exciting to be here every day because you never knew what was going to go on from day to day.
Yeah, it was a big deal to come up here. I mean, it was a big grand opening, and balloons and food and music and all. And this was, like, at the time, sort of like state of the art, to come up here after the Telegraph building.
But also had a community room. The concept was novel at the time. Anyone could visit the station, review programming, or provide feedback as they saw fit. This gave WHP a finger on the pulse of the community. The news lineup for 1975 was Tom Sinkovitz, who was the anchorman and producer for the 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. TV news.
Oh, the staff was fun. We had Tim Melton, who did sports. We had Jimmy and Tom Sinkovitz, Marilyn Hurwitz, who was a card, and Diane Cromer and Melissa Herman. So it was a good team.
Throughout the 1970s, Central PA saw some of the biggest stories in local history: the '72 flood, the gas crisis, rising cost of inflation, the 1977 PennDOT plane crash.
I think that the situation with that plane crash was the prominence of the people on board, and then the question of what happened.
But through it all, WHP was there to inform and help us understand them. By 1979, there was an optimism for the coming 80s. Then, as if to spite all of the optimists, a new crisis rocked Harrisburg and the world.
Good evening, everyone. 1 year ago today, an event of monumental proportions struck Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and its environs. For in one swift blow, the English letters TMI became global in importance.